payments, not from your local pharmacist. Okay. And there is also in this bill additional payments that will be made to your local pharmacist for consultations with seniors, so that you're not mixing the wrong drugs together that you have, and they will be paid to do that. And there, you know, it's a concern I have, and some pharmacists have, that some of the plans, you know, if there's a mail order plan and there's a local, you know, how to make sure that you have access to a local pharmacist. And I will assure you that that will be taken care of before it ever gets out.
So the farmers won't be complaining like they do.
Well, they're not at ease yet on this thing, because they want to see how it's actually going to work out. But I will guarantee you that we have a commitment from leadership, from the chairman of the two committees, that we'll be going into conference with the Senate. The pharmacists issue will be addressed. But this has nothing to do with the Iowa priority thing, where they're trying to cut their fees by 60% or something.
Thank you.
Two different issues. Yes, sir.
Is this in any way like Medicare Part B? If you choose not to pick it up when it's made first available, will there be any penalty on it if you choose to pick it up at a later date?
There will, you would, first of all, they estimate that 97% of seniors will sign up for it immediately. So I'm not sure how big an issue that is, but you have to have a provision so people don't wait until they get sick to jump into the program. And that's, you know, so whether, from my understanding right now, there'd be at least, if you didn't sign up immediately, there'd be at least a 6-month waiting period before you could get into the program. So that, you know, the temptation would be, say, I'm not going to pay anything until I get sick, and then I'm going to join up.
Yeah, I was just curious if there was a provision in there.
When is the sign-up time then?
Well, you know, some of the, as soon as it becomes law, you would be able to sign up for the bill. I mean, it would take a little while as far as rulemaking and all that to make sure. But as soon as it became this bill, as soon as it's made law, you would see a 25 to 30% reduction on the cost of your medications to begin with.
When you're...
And what, as far as the program itself, it would be probably a year and a half, 2 years before everything is, the program would actually be out for you. But you'll see an immediate reduction in your drug costs.
But in any discussions of drugs that you're in, along that line, does the word vitamins ever get introduced at all?
This would be prescription drug coverage.
Over the counter. The average supplemental insurance is
Right, right. Yeah, let's go ahead.
Well, I wanted to take this opportunity to mention the related field of dentistry and the sepsis of the anesthetics. I'll tell you my story. A couple of years ago, I was injected for an extraction. It didn't hurt, but I was in bed for 7.5 days, yowling in pain, and I could not find an aspirin or anything that would stop the pain. Well, that was all well and good. I got over that in 7.5 days. And last year, a year later, I was injected for another extraction. I had had bridges and the complications of bridges. Well, anyway, I was in bed for not 7.5 days, just about half that amount. And I felt that the sepsis of anesthetics belongs to the whole nation. And but I would mention it. And when I was, I just gotten out of high school, and a nun ground down all of my virgin teeth and put amalgam in. And I just sat there in the chair, not being cognizant of what was going on. And I thought maybe that some legislation could be handled that the dentists would rule the country.
Why don't we visit maybe after the meeting about your specific?
Yes, I realize that it is just a related.
I think we have a dentist here who may want to visit about it, but, why don't we?
Well, I thought you might want some help.
Right, well, good, yes. Why don't we visit about your situation afterwards? I'm
Thank
not
you.
sure. I'm not a dentist, I mean, that's, I don't even play one on TV. So, yes.
In Iowa City, I understand that they have been looking at acupuncture. And I believe that Iowa City is the only place in Iowa that it is available. But they feel that there is some merit in it. And I was wondering, you're talking about how treatment has changed since
Right.
'65. Have you ever looked into that, and would that be a possibility?
It would be, and it all gets back to like the gentleman's question about vitamins. If it is prescribed by a physician, you know, then it would be eligible for coverage in those type of treatments under Medicare. But, you know, there are all kinds of different treatments available today that weren't, you know, 37 years ago. And I think they're, you know, looking at all types of different things. But if it was prescribed by a physician, I think, you know, a possibility that it could be, maybe, it wouldn't be under the drug portion, but as far as the treatments that are concerned. You know, when Medicare came in, we didn't have home health care, we didn't have the type of different things that Medicare is paying for today that we need today. And what we're trying to do is to increase the longevity and the quality of life in our later years.
Well, I understand the university is hospitals in Iowa City said there's some merit there.
Oh, yeah. Well, you talk to the people in China, they'll say there's a lot of merit into it, that's for sure.
You get that question one, too.
Can you? Yes,
Now,
sir.
with your generic drugs, are they, if they would be considered prescription drugs, or they would be in there and be included?
Absolutely, yeah, generics and name brand. The difference would be, as an incentive to hold down costs, would be that your copay would be $2 on a name brand drug would be $5. So if you wanted the name brand, you'd have to pay a little more for it. But the incentive is certainly equal strength generics if possible, yes. It'll be your incentive to do that. Yes, ma'am.
You said a little bit ago that the co-payment would be $2, and a while ago you said 80%, they would pay 80%. Now, which is it, $2 or 80 or 20% pay? I mean, on a $120 prescription, that's a big difference.
All right, now, on any prescription, there would be if it's generic, it would be a $2 copay at the counter, or a name brand would be $5. Okay. And if on the first, after you pay the premium, there's a $250 deductible for a year. And then on the next $1,000, the Medicare would pay 80% of the cost of that prescription. You would pay 20%. Plus 20% plus the copay. Plus the $2.
In other words, you pay both the 20% and the $2.
That's correct. But under anyone's plan, you're gonna find there's gonna be a copay there. Because otherwise, if you have free, it's abused.
I have a really question. The government say for Social Security, it's supposed to be from Washington DC.
Not everything from Washington
Right.
DC.
And
So I don't know. I haven't seen it before, but
well, I was the only one in our whole apartment building that I know that got it. Somebody selling name units, but I'm not sure of that. But it's the same Social Security fraud.
well, just like the president said, there is no one talking about any reductions in Social Security benefits or reducing the increases, or, I mean, it's just, it isn't going to happen.